Been some police lights over there flashing at Denny's for quite a while. It's over there at the Denny's. It's in between the Burger King and the Denny's, so it might be for the Burger King. There was a issue there a few nights ago, and I don't hold any hard feelings towards, well, most of them anyway. The ones that I am not happy with, I still don't hate. I don't feel that they were trying to intentionally screw me over. I feel that they didn't understand the gravity or nature of the situation, or how important my safety and having a safe environment is. I do not have my own environment. You want to claim that my car is my own environment? No, it's not. I'm subservient in it. I am subject to anybody who chooses to victimize me. I don't have any rights because I have no property. I have no roof over my head, so to speak. Yes, I get that the car roof is a roof, and you're right. But it's not the kind of roof that gives you the right to kick somebody out. I can kick them out of my car, can't kick them off the property. Anyway, the lights have been going off for a bit, so I'm a bit worried about everybody over there. I'm pretty sure it's not ambulance lights. Still going off though. Maybe I can use this to zoom in. Nope. Well, that was ineffective. Shit. Yep, it's a cop. So let's hope everybody's safe and all right over there. I didn't hear any gunshots, and if there had been, there would be a lot more cops over there. Like, holy shit, how many cops did they have? Oh, I don't want to be leaving my garbage here. That's just rude. Whole fucking car's falling apart. Anyway, they had like 8 police vehicles and 2 fire trucks and 2 ambulances, and I think there was eventually even a 3rd fire truck over one accident. Priorities. So there's only one of them over there. That kind of makes me wonder what it is. Probably somebody over there did a dine and dash, or, well, no, because then they wouldn't be flashing the lights. They'd just go inside, and very confusing for me. Although sometimes they pull people over in that parking lot. They'll go to pull somebody over as they turn in the direction of Fred Meyer, and then instead of going into the Fred Meyer parking lot, they'll go over to the Denny's parking lot. I'm interested in getting the hell away from it. Let's see if Mm-mm. Yeah. No message from James yet. With James, I'm trying not to be negative. And with everybody, I try not to be negative. But at the same time, most people are very negative with me, telling me, oh, it's never going to work. You know, you have zero chance, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? You try telling the truth. Oh, Sean, that won't work. That won't work. That won't work. We could try following these here legal guidelines. Oh, Sean, that won't work. That won't work. We could try doing what the lawyers said to do. Oh, that won't work. That won't work. Apparently, nothing works. Well, that's actually the only thing that works. A friend or family member. Otherwise, you have zero fucking rights. I keep telling you that. If the water main breaks, water main breaks. James has got to fix that for his elderly neighbors. I can understand that. I just really hope it doesn't turn into a situation where it's going to be every day. I was glad that he was able to take part of the day to help me out today, but he was going to. Man, I just. I'm fucking overwhelmed with this shit. I don't know how to fucking make this stuff stop. I know that a lot of the things I talk about on my channel are mature subject matter. But I didn't make this channel to entertain you or your fucking kids. So there's definitely a reason why I'm vulgar. Look at all these predators who did fucked up shit to you your entire life. Look at how they treated you, and look how they talked to you, and look how many times you went back. Now look at all the people that were good to you, and how little they actually fucking meant to you. How many of y'all have thrown away 20-year friendships because you found a new penis to play with? Or there's another cute girl at work. Well, I haven't seen any ambulances. I don't know what the fuck his lights are on for. He doesn't seem to be having anybody pulled over. Oh no, he does. It's oh shit, I can't tell what color it is. It's either red or blue because those are the two colors that keep flashing off of it. That probably means it's not red or blue. Yeah, his lights are done. Looks like he's finished with whatever he had going on over there. Doesn't look like anybody got shot. So that's a good thing, very positive. I know that in moments like this, these are the scariest moments for me because these are the moments where the cops are most likely to pounce. So I'm always paranoid of it happening again. A lot of times they start off blowing you off nicely, but it doesn't often stay that way. A lot of times they'll lie to you or they'll just try to threaten, harass, and intimidate you. If that doesn't work, false charges is always, always a possibility. I ain't gotten much sleep in 6 years. I need to try to get some sleep tonight so that I can recover at least a little bit. That way I can actually hold a decent conversation when we need to talk to Adult Protective Services. But it's looking like James isn't going to make it tonight. That'd make it more difficult to play catch up. There's a lot of people whose friends and families were threatened, a lot of people who played head games with me, a lot of people who played head games with others, and I recorded that shit. I saved what I could. I saved their testimony. When I tried explaining the situation, I was treated like I was schizophrenic, as if nobody would ever threaten me or threaten my family. Nobody would ever threaten any of these people who offered to help me. And apparently the cops were trying to pretend to be under the impression that nobody was willing to help me. Probably because of the way that he acts. No, the way that I was acting is because of long-term abuse. And frequent and repeated abuse by law enforcement. I am afraid to go to sleep, people. Afraid to go to sleep. You can also hear in the phone calls that I made to the places that you're supposed to call in these situations. You can hear those people lying to me, telling me things that are untrue. And then there's court case after court case after court case that shows that they lied. It's not Nebraska State Patrol's job to police the police, huh? No, that is exactly their jobs. So, State Patrolman Bill Burr, the evidence that he claimed to have recorded and claimed to have sent in, who did he send it in to if he didn't send it in to Amanda Jonas or Investigator Woods, who, when I asked him about it, he asked me if Investigator Woods or Sergeant Jones had gotten a hold of me. No, they hadn't. They hadn't even tried. Thank you for dropping those names. Now, where is that evidence? Because Woods said that he didn't know nothing about it. Sergeant Jones said she didn't know nothing about it. Who did he send it to? He made the claim. He claimed he turned it in. Then there's also, of course, Tara Smith wanted to say it would take an act of God to get the report that she had the first time I met her. The first time I met her, she was standing there with two of my predators. One of them being Jared Hahn, who I was trying to turn in and who had me sent to the hospital. Lied to Jen Beebe. Claimed that I tried to reach for their gun and suicide by cop. According to her. The other one was Bill Burr. Now, I have to put him on the predators list because he's made himself out to be a complete and total piece of trash. Talking nice, yet helping my predators to victimize me. No, 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 this is never okay. When I was assaulted by Scott DaCosta for trying to turn in Scott DaCosta to the Nebraska State Patrol, and Nebraska State Patrol told me to call Dual County Sheriff's Department. Dual County Sheriff's Department told me to call Nebraska State Patrol, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for years. It culminated in a bunch of back and forth in one night of me going, hey, somebody needs to fucking do something. It is someone's fucking job to investigate this, turned out. Nebraska State Patrol's job, which I already knew. So two people who had ill intent to begin with, one of whom I was trying to turn in for the crimes that he committed, got to talk to her before she spoke with me. And then when I recorded the conversation with her the second time I met with her, she admitted that that situation did happen. But when I said I needed the paperwork, she said it would take an act of God. No, it won't. You just lied to me. You are intentionally pulling the wool over the eyes of an at-risk adult. This is never okay. Well, it is in the United States as long as your victim is a disabled and homeless male. Doesn't have to be black. Doesn't have to be white. None of us fucking matter to you. I'm hoping that it doesn't turn into something else tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and I'm hoping that I don't get fucked with tonight. With Kayla Trujillo, she fucked around and fucked around and fucked around, and finally in January, I want to say January of 2019, I finally recorded Miss Peaches. The things that she should have come forward with to begin with. I recorded Katie Cahill, the things that she should have come forward to begin with. I recorded a lot of fucking people, and I continue to do so. We got to do something to change this. Anyway, I'm going to message James. If he doesn't get back to me, I'm going to try to get some sleep. nothing in it. Fuck. It's good warmth if they still have fuel in them. But if not, you can't even light them on fire. They won't do nothing. No. Somebody was telling me if you heat them up on the bottom, that you can get them to work for like an extra 10 or 15 minutes. Oh, wow. I got it working. I know exactly what to do now. All right. We're gonna set this in my friendly little fire pot. And we use it for warming up. Come on now, you can fit. There we go. Well, doesn't exactly work the best that way. Here, I'll put this up. Maybe that'll allow this to go in a little bit better. Yes, sirree. Well, at least it'll heat up the metal a little bit. That'll give me a little bit of heat for warming up my fingers. Oh, it's almost out. Damn. That sucked. Well, at least I got a little bit of warmth out of it, right? This actually got some steam rising off of it, so I'm going to use it for warming up my fingers a little. And maybe if I light the bottom of this again, we'll see. We'll see if that trick really works. Looks like just a bunch of friggin' smoke so far. Nope, don't look like it. Yeah, it's toast. Oh well. Valiant effort. See, all they got to do is ignore you until you end up in a situation like this. Law enforcement, your friends, it don't matter. You're not really a person to anybody when you're out here. The ladies at Starbucks gave me a sandwich this morning, which is nice. I don't want to be hanging out there all day, every day. That was never my intent. My intention for coming to Tillamook was, well, to try to go to Salem, try to go to Eugene, try to show the people that I'm told I got to show this stuff to, go there to show it to them, you know. You're told you got to go to the governor's advocacy agency. Go to the governor's advocacy agency. I wasn't safe where I was at. Nobody would listen to try to understand. There's lots of people who knew that the situation was unsafe, but they never said nothing. You know, they told me, yeah, dude, that's a fucked up situation, and you're lucky that you're still alive. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess so. I don't really feel lucky. I don't get to see my friends and family. If Natalie and Alicia Bollinger hadn't lied about me, I'd be able to see my friends and family. Hence the not being fucking happy all the goddamn time just because you want me and expect me to. Oh, Sean, you need to be happy all the time. Really? Why? You want me to be happy because you abandoned me? You want me to be happy because you didn't tell the truth? You want me to be happy because you're an idiot? It seems to me that last one is the most important one. You don't listen to the victims. You treat them like trash. And then you tell them it's their fault. They wanted, needed, chose it, or deserve it. I'm so tired right now, I don't even know if the words that I'm speaking are coming out right. I'm hoping they are because I need someone to hear them. And I know that they don't always come out right, especially when I'm tired, especially when I'm overwhelmed. And it's hard not to be overwhelmed. I know that all the stuff I got to do is going to take time. When people tell me that, I'm already well aware. But that time doesn't even start until the victim is able to turn in their predators. And if you take your dear sweet time, they never get to turn in their predators. And their predators get to do whatever the fuck they want. You have any idea how many times I've been arrested on false allegations? False allegations by people I was trying to turn in. Had stated very publicly that I was trying to turn them in, and that I needed someone to go in with me to turn them in. At least Stephanie Mejia went with me to try. But the Nebraska State Patrol office that I was supposed to go to with Investigator Woods and Sergeant Jones was closed. We did try to do it in Sydney, but they had to make it as complicated as possible. All these cops worked together and committed a lot of felonies to help out Scott DaCosta. Because of that situation, I literally had to flee the state of Nebraska for my own safety and for the safety of my loved ones. Also for the safety of some of my retarded ass, pretendy ass motherfuckers. Jesus. Leslie Snell, man, that was such a fucked up situation. But I do have to worry about her safety. She wants to pretend I'm a predator. If I'm anywhere near her and somebody chooses her as a target of opportunity, well, You know goddamn well they're going to try blaming me. Why did Leslie do those things? Because I tried to turn her in. Why is it she was so incredibly mean and cruel to me when I was going to her about what I was told to go to her about? I went to Dual County Sheriff's Department to turn in the crimes against me. I also went to them when Nebraska State Patrol repeatedly made me go to them, no matter what. Why was I being forced to go to Scott DaCosta? Why? And why is it that Scott DaCosta got to lie about me, destroy evidence, steal evidence, slander my name to multiple jurisdictions, multiple law enforcement agencies, multiple jails, 2 different prisons? That's right, I was in 2 different prisons. Fuck this goddamn country and everybody in it. If you can support this, you've got some major problems, but not as bad as I do. All these folks who's homeless wanting to tell me about how this is standard homeless bullshit. No, it's not. I've been through standard homeless bullshit. This is worse. Not being able to see your friends and family is worse. Being forced to spend money to move over and over and over again is worse. Being told that you wanted, needed, chose, and deserve to be abused by these fucking people. That's horrible. And like I've said time and again, I am afraid to turn off my phone. I am afraid. Now, ever since that situation prior to the hospital and prior to my meltdown over there in Denny's, like I was trying to get someone to fucking listen. Please listen. Please listen. They just want to talk about themselves. They want to make the comparison. Everybody wants to make comparisons. That's one of the things you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to talk about yourself. That doesn't help them out any, and especially if you go off on a 10-minute tangent. There's all these people that I tried showing evidence to, and they said they believed me, and they would help me turn it in. They didn't have to see the evidence. Well, you really do. That's why you need a family or friend. An actual real family or friend to do real family or friend shit. Not 6 months from now, not 6 years from now. How long ago did Michelle Edwards, or what did she go by on? Michelle Stewart. How long ago did she first reach out to me? It was a long fucking time ago. And she literally did the same thing everybody fucking else did. You want to type that mean shit at me? It is mean. When you want to talk about you, if you're going to make the time for the victim, actually make the time for the victim. Stop talking about you. Stop talking about you, Megan Mistigatis. Stop talking about you, Brandon Ratner. Stop talking about you. That doesn't help the victim at all. Anyway, I better turn this thing off. The reason for that is because I'm going to run out of battery if I don't find my external battery. I don't know where it's at, and it might take some digging. Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right, never mind. No. I might puke. I had a couple of Mountain Dew bottles in here, and one of them was opened and one of them wasn't. The one that was opened, I opened it like, I don't know, probably 2 weeks ago. So I took a big fat drink out of it. It had still some carbonation to it, which is nice, but it's got these little floaties at the bottom. I'm like, what the fuck was I doing when I drank that? Was I eating crackers? All right. 28%. Now, another thing is, if my phone gets too cold, it'll shut off or it won't charge. If the battery gets too cold, it's going to dispel the charge a little bit wrongly. Basically, it just wastes a bunch of the charge that's in it. See, that's one of the things about so many of these scenarios where all it would have taken is a friend. You get to see how a lot of the places I was at, I did make friends. Sort of. I mean, everybody was pretty well friendly with me in most of the Starbucks. The few people who were not friendly were easy to identify. And avoiding complications with them was pretty easy to do as a result of that, for the most part. Now, for me, needing help stopping the abuse that I've been going through, having to deal with a bunch of people who can't follow some pretty simple rules. When it comes to the victim needs to be heard. Now, the protocol is for them to go to a friend and family member, and that friend or family member helps them to turn it in immediately. For me, everybody just blew me off like it was no big thing. Oh, Sean, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Really? Has it happened to you? I mean, Michelle Rodriguez got a hold of me, and yeah, she was assaulted by Waylon Lolatai too. With me, what they were trying to do is frame me for assault, which is different than what they did to Michelle. With Michelle, well, that was just him wanting to hurt somebody, which is obviously what he wanted to do to me as well. But with me, they were trying to make up for the John Bonet thing. So if they catch a killer, well, it turned out I wasn't the killer. Cops came down to Starbucks just a few days after Natalie disappeared. Starbucks in Boulder, Colorado. I was there with, God, what was his name? Corbin. Anyway, a man walked up to me and, well, there was a couple officers walked up to me and said that Broomfield PD wanted to talk to me. I'm like, really? Because I've already been in contact with him. Corbin was sitting there. There's a guy who'd been coming to Starbucks for years. He saw me there. He walked up while those two officers were there. He gave me $50. I handed it to Corbin. I was pretty sure I was being arrested for bullshit charges. I was probably being arrested for murder of Natalie Bollinger. And I was like, you know what? Here's the thing. This $50 ain't going to do me no good. I'm going to give it to Corbin. So I gave it to Corbin. So the cops walked me down to the police annex and then made a phone call down there to Broomfield PD. Broomfield PD said they weren't looking for me. And so the officer started walking me back to Starbucks. Part of the way there, he says, we can't go back to Starbucks. They don't want you there. I didn't do anything wrong. I literally had done nothing wrong. Now, what are the chances that the Starbucks people actually said that? Not very fucking good. But it didn't matter. If I tried to go in and see Corbin, who was there, literally there to help me, they would have tackled me to the ground and possibly fucking shot me. As a homeless and disabled male, I am a lot more likely to be killed than a black man. All right. Well, let's at least, fucking A, get my windows covered so that I can help conserve some of the heat in here. And I'll pull down my big blanket there. I hope it does the job. And I hope the cops don't fuck with me. I really hope the cops don't fuck with me. The longer I'm here, the more likely that it's going to happen. I don't have legal plates on my vehicle. It is an inevitability that I'm going to get fucked with. My evidence needs to be kept safe. Preservation of evidence was not a priority to anyone at any point in time. Neither was listening to me. Every single one of my public pretenders wanted to talk over me. None of them were interested in what the fuck was going on. Most of them were only interested in trying to intimidate me or lie to me because they didn't want to do their fucking jobs. When it comes to self-advocacy, we're not allowed. We are entirely dependent upon others for that. We are entirely dependent upon a friend or family member who gives a shit when we are abused. But what do you do when your family's only interested in taking advantage of you? Anyway, I guess I'm gonna end this recording and try to reconfigure things in here a little bit so that I can almost semi-quasi pretend to not be in a seriously fucked up position to sleep in. Oh, there's a blanket. Yo. I can go out that window. If I can stretch that far. Now, obviously, you guys victimizing the shit out of me like I choose to live like this. No, I can't take care of myself. And it is not okay for you to repeatedly victimize me because I can't take care of myself. It is not okay for you to repeatedly abuse me because I can't take care of myself. And it is not okay for you guys to pretend like I'm schizophrenic in order to justify violence against me. You are fucking pieces of shit. I don't need your excuses. I need your help. Not willing to help, go the fuck away. Pretty easy. If you offered to help and didn't keep your word, I'm probably going to post you up on the internet anyway. Because it shows that I tried to get help and that the police fucking lied. Those of you who want to be angry because I'm giving out your personal information, I'm not giving out your personal information. When you say I'm telling people your personal business, it's not your personal business. I called you for help. cops lied and said I didn't try to get help. So, we got a little bit of an issue here with you guys being angry when you say, oh, Sean, you don't give me any credit for anything that I did. Actually, I did give you credit. You never fucking backed me up and I got treated like a schizophrenic, stupid. You let them do whatever the fuck they wanted to me. Case in point, Kayla Trujillo. She didn't care. She was fucking too embarrassed and too ashamed after the way she treated me when I tried to go to her for help. For a whole year before Natalie died, Kayla Trujillo was actually pretty fucking heartless and mean to me. It wasn't until the very end of December that she actually stopped and took a serious look at it, or was at least going to. Like, all right, it's been over a year. Sean's still bitching about this. I haven't made time. Maybe I should make the fucking time. So when she was gonna make the time, I was like, yeah, she's gonna make the time. Did she actually make the time? No. Nope. She said she'd make the time after dinner. But before I could get dinner started, I got the phone call that Natalie Bollinger was missing. People are evil. I didn't make them that way. Siggy Lorick was a witness to the situation at the Tillamook Hospital in November. I stayed in contact with him for a good long while. I needed his help turning in this evidence. I don't want to have to sleep in these fucking parking lots. You know, there's a lot of people that are like, well, you know, if you'd not fucked up at low income. I didn't fuck up at low income. I did what was essential and necessary, being as I didn't have a friend or family member who gave a fuck to actually try. Help me to turn this shit in. Verify that I told the truth. I was able to verify it in their own voices, in their own words. But then, of course, if you follow the instructional videos and that kind of stuff, like, no, they're not helpful. All right, I'm fucking too tired for this shit. I gotta try to get some sleep. James obviously is not going to be getting a hold of me anytime soon. I just hope if he does call tonight that I don't miss the phone call. I also hope I don't get fucked with by law enforcement or by any tweakers or any fucking heroin heads or... Well, I hope nobody fucks with me, really. I'm tired of getting fucked with. I'd like to get a night's sleep. Over there at the Dennys parking lot, I was reasonably safe from that. People did get familiar with my vehicle being over there, though. And there's some people that no matter how many times I tell them, no, dude, I don't fucking sell weed. If I had some, I'd share it with you, you know? But that's not something that I choose. Anyway, I think I'm exhausted enough now to actually pass out. So I guess that's what I should probably do. Let me make sure I got my clandestine recording device. All right, I do. I don't think it's on at the moment. We'll see. Nope, it is still on. Nope, it's off. Sometimes it's a little different trying to see the little silver button on it. When it's nighttime and there's lights on in the surrounding area, they kind of shine off of anything shiny. And even the black casing on this thing, sure it's black, but it's a gloss coat, so it's shiny. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.